Welcome back, everyone, to the SNAPcast, the best podcast on YouTube. Well, I like to think so. So we've got a special guest. We've got Jane from MakeWell.
Lovely to meet you, Jack.
And you, Jane. To start with, can you tell everyone a little bit about yourself and what MakeWell does?
Of course. So I'm a nurse.
Yeah.
I used to work in the NHS as a nurse. I left the NHS 25 years ago. I set up my own healthcare business, which I still run now. And in my early 40s, got that wrong, I adopted three sisters, three girls, and they have shaped my healthcare career quite a lot. It's been difficult, but they've shaped kind of where I've gone. Yeah. And that's led really into MakeWell. MakeWell was established 5 years ago. And the point of MakeWell was to be able to offer families, I guess, the support that I always needed, and that's to offer private ADHD and autism assessments and support. And that's inclusive of mental health concerns as well, for adults and for children. Initially for local people in Milton Keynes, but actually because we do face-to-face assessments and support, and because we take our time in doing that, people do come from all over the country. But that's something I'm really passionate about, and actually we know we're making a difference to a lot of families, and we want to be able to support people in Milton Keynes more and more.
How did you get involved in supporting people with learning disabilities and promoting inclusive healthcare?
Bottom line, I'm a nurse.
Yeah.
So I've been a qualified nurse for over 30 years.
Wow.
Makes me feel really old. Don't comment on that.
Don't worry.
And I worked in the NHS for many years.
Yeah.
And then I left the NHS about 25 years ago. The reason for that is that I wanted to be able to make a bigger difference on a personal level to healthcare. And I've subsequently adopted three daughters who are all neurodivergent, so they all have ADHD and autism, and then one has learning disability as well. And through my lived experience, I guess, combined with my nursing healthcare background, that's where I wanted to really focus on inclusive healthcare, because that's something I'm passionate about through my own experience.
Would you say the nursing for NHS stuff you're a caring person, but you don't nursing, that's quite a, it's quite an overwhelming job in the first place. So that sort of convinced you to want to look after people more? Absolutely,
yes. I was one of those lucky ones that as I was growing up, I always knew I wanted to be a nurse. Yeah. I didn't have that dilemma of what do I want to do. I knew I wanted to be a nurse, and from the very beginning. So my career pathway was straightforward. And I think that was driven from wanting to care for people.
Yeah. So you're a caring person, which is amazing. We need more people like you in Milton Keynes and around the world, I think. So with the nursing, you've got different type of nursing. You've got A&E, you've got nursing on the ward. What sort of nurse was you?
I was what was called a resuscitation officer.
Okay.
So I focused on emergencies.
So sort of like 999 calls.
Yes.
A&E,
So if somebody was to have a cardiac arrest and stop breathing, that's what I focused on. So I worked at the hospital.
Yeah.
Part of my role was teaching. So I used to teach the nurses, the
doctors. Train people.
Yeah. So I used to train them how to give people the best possible chance of surviving from a cardiac arrest. But then I also used to go to A&E, when a call would come in, I'd go to A&E and help supervise and help with resuscitation attempts as well. So that's kind of what I focused on in the NHS.
Yeah, well, that's really good. What inspired you to become involved with MakeWell?
My daughters.
Yeah.
So I've had my healthcare business for 25 years now.
Yeah.
I mentioned that obviously my children all have ADHD and autism, and as a mum, I struggled to get the right support for them, and got to the point where I just thought there must be something better than this. I used to drive my youngest daughter to Oxford for her reviews, and there was nothing in Milton Keynes.
Yeah.
And so I just decided that actually I would create something. I'm not the expert in ADHD and autism and learning disabilities, but what I can do is I can bring the experts in to a central place, which is MakeWell. And we've created what I would say is a really magical centre that's helping a lot of people, actually not just in Milton Keynes, from across the country, people come to MakeWell. So it's quite unique, being kind of a one-stop shop, really.
And where is MakeWell? So for all the listeners, where can they find you guys?
So MakeWell is in Bradwell Abbey in Milton Keynes. We are actually on the old Abbey site, which is 800 years old from the actual Abbey itself, what it's called. And we're in 12 acres. We are so lucky. So if people come to us, they just drive into the most peaceful environment.
Yeah.
And we're lucky to have 5 therapy horses there with us that our patients can access, can come and cuddle, brush. And we also have a therapy dog as well. So we're really mindful of making it a really positive experience for anyone that comes through our doors.
I think everyone at Snap loves dogs because our centre director's got his own little dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and everyone bond what I do as well. I come to his doctors. Don't talk to the centre director, talk to the dog.
Yeah, I get that.
So, I grew up with dogs since I was born.
Did you?
So yeah, I've always had a dog inside. I mean, recently I moved into my own apartment, so I don't have a dog anymore.
Right.
But I just love dogs.
Animals are so special, aren't they? And that connection that you can create with animals.
Yeah, I think every single animal is good.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jack.
Yeah. MakeWell talks a lot about inclusivity and in healthcare. What does inclusive healthcare mean to you?
It means making healthcare accessible to everybody. So an example of that might be if myself taking one of my ADHD autistic daughters into, let's say, a GP surgery for a blood test, which I know they would find stressful. For me, if she's got to fit into a normal 5-10 minute consultation in a busy, noisy clinic, I know that's not going to work for her. So it's about creating the right environment so actually it can feel safe and accessible for everybody. Depends on what your needs are, but everybody has that access to the same standard of healthcare, which is what we try and create at MakeWell.
That's really good. Sounds like heaven, MakeWell, to me at the moment. I think I might have to have a look. Why is it important for people who learn disabilities and autistic people are listened to when decisions about healthcare?
It's about autonomy, and I think it's about one of the biggest lessons I've learned as being a nurse is to listen, really listen to people and give people the time to talk, to explain how they're feeling. And I think it's about autonomy so that everybody can feel like they're part of the decision and part of the consent to what procedure you might be having, what investigation you might be having, because you need to have the understanding as well as being able to consent and be involved and responsible for your own healthcare.
Yeah, because for me personally, and I mean others, my friends as well, we have obviously disabilities, and we feel like we haven't had a choice. There's no sort of voice in what our decisions. We don't get a choice for what we do next. Or there's always been like, I understand it because it's to do with like safeguarding, but I feel like some of us are quite able to make that decision with the right guidance.
Yeah, no, 100%, and that's something I would love to see change. That you should be involved in those decisions.
Brilliant. What are some challenges people can face when accessing healthcare, and what can we all do to help?
I would say one of the biggest challenges is probably, as I've just described, the environment. And I know this from being a parent trying to drag my 3 daughters into a healthcare environment, whether it be a GP or a hospital or whatever else. I think creating a better environment, which quite often doesn't have to be expensive. You can actually make small tweaks like turning the lights down, turning the music off. And so actually we can all, in any environment, we can all do those small things that don't cost anything, but it's about being mindful for what people need and how people are going to be more comfortable.
Yeah, I think in Milton Keynes we're very lucky because we've got places like MK Snap, different charities that Snap work with that's focused on people with adults with learning disabilities anyway. Yeah. I think every other cities and other towns need places like Snap.
Oh, I totally agree. Absolutely, yeah.
Because I feel like when I speak to people, I feel like they're like, what's Snap? We've never heard of it. It's so amazing. Like, I think there should be one in every town, every city.
I totally agree.
There's not enough money and enough
Make it
funding.
happen. Make it happen, Jack.
I think I will. That's my mission before. That's my 30 before 30.
Perfect. That's a big one, but think big.
Yeah. Can you tell us about the free Neurodivergence in healthcare course and why you created it?
Absolutely. So we offer a free neurodiversity or neurodivergence in healthcare course for all healthcare professionals. Anyone can access it. And because I want to, and we want to as MakeWell, do as much as we can just to start the conversation with people. As I just said, some of the tweaks and changes that people can do when they're talking to a patient who might be autistic, might have learning difficulties, are really quite simple. One of the key things is talking to the patient about how you want to be spoken to, how you want to be communicated with, what makes you feel comfortable. And sometimes when we're in this rat race of healthcare and appointments, short appointment time, I think we can lose some of those obvious things that actually make a big difference to patients, don't they? So that's why, like I say, we've created this course. It's a short course, so people, again, we're not expecting too much of people. Anyone can access it, and it's just to create some really simple resources and tips that are cheap or free, but they can put into their practice, whether they work in a hospital, a pharmacy or a GP, and just hopefully might make them mindful of every single patient.
Well, I've got more people be like you.
Thanks, Jack.
Right, you visited MK a couple of months ago. What were your first impressions and when you came to visit?
I met some of the team before I came to visit and was inspired with them and their passion for MK Snap, so I knew I would love it. When I walked through the door, I almost felt homely.
Everyone says that.
Do they?
That instant feeling. Yeah, a lot of people say that in the past and the present.
Yeah.
You get that feeling. There's a feeling when you walk through.
There's a feeling, and it's difficult to articulate that, but I felt homely, and I also felt from the learners this huge sense of happiness, contentment, being content and confidence. It really warmed my heart.
Oh, that's lovely.
Hence, I jumped at the chance of coming back.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for visiting and coming back. It means a lot.
I'd like to come more. It's amazing.
Well, then we've got a cafe 9:30 till 12 minutes, Tuesday, Thursday, so you're more than welcome to pop in with your children.
Thank you. And I'm going to get some more staff to come and use the cafe as well, because it's not far from us, and that's a great resource that everyone should be using. Yeah.
What stood out the most about our learners? I know you mentioned it a little bit, but...
Probably the confidence of, I think a lot of them approached me and my colleagues that I was with, just confident, and also it felt like they were proud of either being here, the work they were doing. So, for example, we saw some of the artwork, and they just had that sense of pride, which was just so lovely to see. Yeah. So and that was amongst everyone that we met, really.
Yeah, definitely.
Really amazing.
I agree. We were really excited when we heard MakeWell wanted to commission artwork from our learners. Where did the idea come from?
Simply being inspired when we went through to the art room when we came to visit last time, and we saw some of the learners doing some just incredible pieces of art. And when we went back to MakeWell, we've got several large assessment rooms where when people come in, say for an ADHD or an autism assessment, they might be with us for half a day. They're big rooms. We've got lots of nice soft seating, for example, make it nice and comfortable for them. But they're all named after nature, which is kind of what we do, or where we are in MakeWell. And that's where we just made that connection. We thought, wouldn't it be amazing if we had some pieces of art commissioned specifically for our room, so the forest room, the rainbow room. And so that was how we kind of made that connection, really, because we were just so inspired by that, and actually rather than just buy something off the shelf, make something or create something that means something behind it, and we have a bit of a story to tell behind it with our patients, so we can carry on that success, that positivity.
Well, and also share the story of Snap and make it more accessible for other people. Because I never heard of Snap before. With Diners or Autism, never heard of it. Yeah. Which is, I think, it's a massive shame. So I wish I did hear about it before.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and there'll be lots of people like you that haven't heard of it. So what a great way, because we plan to have, I don't know if the paintings will have MK Snap on it, but if not, we'll put a little plaque under the pictures. So it'll be part of our conversations with all the families that come to MakeWell.
It is really good.
Yeah.
Right. How do you think having artwork created people with learning disabilities will make a difference to the people who use those rooms? I know you were touching a little bit on it.
So absolutely, and I think because Our clinic is very non-clinical. It's very like homely, comfortable. And as a result of that, a lot of families feel the whole experience of being assessed and maybe getting a diagnosis is more positive.
Yeah.
And we want people to feel that, you know, so many children leave and say, that was the best day of my life. Because they can come, they can just feel comfortable, the parents can feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And we always say, you know, it's not all negative. There's absolutely loads of strengths, let's say, with having ADHD or autism, and we try and actually work that in it. So it's about understanding your brain or your child's brain. It's not about giving you a label for any other reason other than to get a better understanding.
Yeah.
So, and I think by having the pictures up there, it gives families hope that, you know, there's so much your child will still be able to achieve and do. And this is just one example of the absolute talent.
Yeah,
looking forward to it.
Couldn't agree more. What message do you hope visitors will take away when they see the artwork?
I want them to have hope and positivity moving forward. And what we try and create for our families is to help them understand themselves, if it's an adult coming to us, or to help them understand their child better and how their brain works. And like I say, that is absolutely not all negative. It's, you know, there's a mixture in there and there's so much that's positive. So inspiration, one of our core values as a business is inspiration, and anything that we can do to give our families inspiration, then we will.
Well, you guys seem amazing. I think, again, in a partnership with Snap and MakeWell will be absolutely amazing.
Oh, we hope so.
We'll go many places, and I can't wait to visit MakeWell. I'm sure it'll be very soon.
I'm sure it will be very soon, Jack. We will make that happen.
I love animals.
That's brilliant. So our dog might even be in on the day you come, but we'll see. But definitely the 5.
What's the breed of the dog?
Oh, I think it's a Staffy. I'm not very good at breeds of dogs.
Has he got a name?
Ava. It's a she.
Oh,
she is absolutely beautiful.
I feel like you should bring her into the cafe one day.
Should do, actually. I'll have to ask her owner. Her owner is one of our mental health nurses.
And some of the learners would come in and see, because when I think the director brought his dog in, some of the learners come at a session to see the dog because everyone was really, really excited.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe
I think the director was more excited. He had another mouth to feed in the house.
I bet.
But no, we all quite happy to see a dog.
Oh, well, if we can organise that, I'm sure that's doable.
Yeah. I know NK Snap and MakeWell have talked about helping people live healthier and happier lives. Why is this so important?
It goes back to inclusivity and access to healthcare. And as a nurse, I'm a firm believer of prevention is better than cure. So I think if more of us take responsibility for our health and have regular, say, checkups with things like your blood pressure and things like that, then actually if we can pick up any early signs of things that might be a little bit wrong, that actually by lifestyle changes we can correct, that's always going to be better than waiting for things to progress.
Yeah. What does access look like for projects like this over the next few years? So where do you see MakeWell in the next 3 or 5 years?
I would hope it reaches more local people.
Yeah.
Like I say, we do get people from all over the country, but I'd set it up initially for local people. So I wanted to be used more for local people. What I would absolutely love, Jack, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this happen, but what I would love to do is to be able to open a charity.
Yeah.
Kind of that sits next to MakeWell, because a lot of the services that we offer are private.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that can't afford that.
Yeah.
So I would absolutely love to be able to create kind of a charity perhaps that sits beside MakeWell, where we could look to access funding and open the doors to people that perhaps can't afford and access private healthcare. Because what we do, I know we do well. Sounds a bit big-headed, doesn't it? But we do it well because that's what our patients deserve, whether they can afford it or not.
Snap are very lucky. I mean, we happily met a gentleman who's been on the podcast, Peter Wilson. I don't know if you heard the name.
I have heard the name.
And he sort of supported us through his sort of story and helped us make our story even bigger.
Amazing.
And we got this centre here. We used to be based in Kill Farm, and then we got moved over to here.
This is amazing here, isn't it?
And the team we got here, I can't fault any of them because they're all amazing.
They're so caring, aren't they? Yeah, really lucky.
I mean, there's someone never got a choiceable football team to support, but I think that's okay.
We can let them off that.
No one's perfect.
No, exactly.
What how important is that people are lived? How important is it that people with lived experience help shape health services? So I think that means so if I wanted to help other people like me, why is it important?
Because that's the only way that we're going to truly understand what people with similar lived experiences go through, and therefore what help you need in place and how that help needs to look. And it's like, I suppose, my 3 adopted daughters. I feel like I know exactly what, not all, but a lot of families look for if they come in for an assessment, because I've been there, done that. And I don't want other people to struggle in the way that I struggled. So if I can use my lived experience, or if you can use your lived experience to help other people get to the same end goal but faster without all the struggles in between, then that's hugely valuable.
I think that's why everyone at Snap gets along, because everyone knows how someone's feeling. Like my friends, I know how they're feeling, because they might have the same problems, like challenges I do. I wouldn't say problems, sort of like I see my challenges like it's a challenge, not a problem. It's not an issue. It's not an illness, it's a challenge. It's like a horse trying to get over the thing in the races.
How are you going to do it? You'll do it, but how are you going to do it?
Exactly. That's the way I see it.
I agree.
What is the best advice you've ever been given?
I would say in my early years as a nurse, listen to your patients. And I still live by that. Listen, don't just ask a question and partly take in the answer. Listen and pause and give gaps, so that actually the first sentence of feedback that they give, they might want to add more. So allow in that space for them to properly talk about whatever it is that's bothering them or worrying them. And that's a big thing of what we do in MakeWell, is that nothing's rushed.
No.
We give people the time that they need. So listen properly.
So I've got no patience.
Have you not?
No patience at all. I've been waiting a number of years for Dons to get the Premier League. I've got no.
Depends on what you're waiting for, though, doesn't it?
I've got better, but I do struggle with patience. But with me, I've got no filter. I think those people know that, so they've just gotten used to me.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But that's part of understanding. That's who you are.
It's a good way of saying how it is, because they're in the right sort of way.
Yes.
Which I've learned through Snap, and Snap's been a massive part of my journey.
Amazing.
I've been in Snap, it'll be 3 years in August, and honestly, they've changed my life. They gave me that confidence, that belief. That sort of, they gave me a future.
Yeah, absolutely. That's amazing, and hopefully there'll be lots more people here in similar situation to you, where they've given you that future.
Because I want to go around to schools with people with learning disabilities. I don't know if your daughters go to school with. I would like to have a chat with them. I was scared when I left school. I think everyone is. Disabilities or no disabilities. I'm scared because you don't know what the future looks like. So I would love to even have a chat with someone and just tell them we've got places like Snap around, Camp Hill, our charities. We've got MakeWell around.
That would be amazing, Jack. You would be amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You would be amazing at that. You would.
I'll have to ask you to buy me a suit. So I look the part.
Oh yeah, you would be good.
I would love to do that. Right. What has been your proudest moment in your work so far?
I would probably have to say the Umbrella Project. I don't know if you know about the Umbrella Project.
Can you let our listeners and myself know?
Yes. So last year I led what's called the Milton Keynes Umbrella Project, and I got some business leaders and some charity leaders together to help me raise some money from local businesses to put up over 400 colourful umbrellas in central Milton Keynes in the shopping centre. They were up for about 6 months, and we had a big launch event, and the whole purpose of that was the different umbrella colours represent different types of neurodiversity, learning disability, and different brains. And actually the purpose of it was to raise awareness of how somebody who might have ADHD, might have autism, might have a learning disability, maybe in your workforce, maybe as a friend, maybe as a customer if you're running a shop, for example, and to try and get the conversations happening about what things you can do, as I keep saying, small or cheap, but what things you can do to make your environment more inclusive, whether it's a business or whether it's, like, say, a shop or a school. And that I feel has really prompted a lot of conversation and change locally, and that's something I'm really proud of.
That's really good. I think you should definitely be proud of that. That's quite a massive thing. And I hope everyone took that message on board.
I think lots of people did, and like I say, lots of people are having the conversation, and lots of people have reached out to us. So, for example, Milton Keynes Court reached out to us to say, actually, the room that some of the children from families that come to court isn't really neuro-inclusive. It's not very nice, it's not very comfortable. Can you come and advise how we can make it more ADHD, autism friendly? So people have started
did that happen?
think. Yeah, it did happen.
And did they make the changes?
They did make the changes.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So, all of those things that are going on. So it's like that ripple effect, isn't it? You start a conversation and then all the conversations around you start happening. So
sorry, go on.
No, go on.
No, I was going to say, well, Snaps, I've told the listeners so many times about this, it's one of the proudest things. I think Steve himself and other at Snaps are proud. We do a work placement program.
Right.
With a company called L&M Supply.
Yes.
And I work there every Thursday, but honestly, not just me, other than this, I go in there every Thursday. It's changed our lives.
That sounds amazing. It's, is it Harry? No. Can't remember the name of the chap that runs that, but... Frank, that's it. I don't know why I thought Harry. Frank, thank you. Yeah, I met Frank a while ago. Inspirational, but I can see the difference it makes to so many people. That is amazing.
He's like my best mate. I wind him up like a best mate.
Perfect.
I've got so much respect for him. The things he's done for me and other people. It's amazing.
We're so lucky in Milton Keynes, aren't we?
Honestly, I'm from London, so I grew up in London, and I'm not going to say London's rubbish, because it's not rubbish, but it's just not. There's not enough support out there.
No.
Once you're 18, you're not forgotten about. But you're left to it.
Yeah, you're an adult.
It's a massive shame.
Yeah, agreed.
Because I wish I was born in Milton Keynes. I went to everyone that. I think it would be such a good
stay between us, Jack.
Yeah, but I generally think Milton Keynes is amazing.
Yeah, agreed.
And it's helped me.
Yeah.
I know that sounds really silly, but it has.
No, it's not silly at all. It's essential.
All them underpaths have helped me not crossing the road.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant.
Right, the last question on this page. You take your time with this question, you don't have to rush. If you could change one thing about healthcare tomorrow, what would it be and why?
It would be that I would like patients, wherever they go, to have more time.
Yeah.
So at a GP practice, I don't even know if it's written down anywhere or kind of an unwritten rule that you go and see your GP with one problem and you've got 10 minutes. And I know when I've previously been to my GP, I'm thinking, can I get these 2 issues in that 10 minutes? So for me, I think it would be about time, because when you really listen to patients, as a nurse, you actually get a lot more information from listening to them.
Yeah.
And actually, when we rush healthcare, we miss things. So more time across the board.
Right. What keeps you motivated through the difficult days?
Helping the families that we do is life-changing for them. I cry a lot with happiness.
Yeah.
Because when we get some of the feedback about what difference we've made in part of their journey and how, I guess, compassionate we've been throughout that journey, that just fills my soul.
Well, I think from what I've got from you today, Jane, I think the best saying is everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
But without your children, would you have got into MakeWell?
Probably not. Probably not.
Like everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
So I think that is one of the best statements I've ever heard. Right, we'll thank you for that. We're going to do a quick fire round.
Let's do this.
There's no wrong answers, don't worry. Favourite place to relax?
With the horses.
The horses. One word to describe MakeWell.
Inspirational.
Beach or countryside?
Beach.
If you could have dinner with anyone, who would it be, dead or alive? I've added that bit.
Dead or alive. Fair. Kate Middleton.
Kate Middleton, she's the Princess of Wales.
Yes.
Okay, I'm glad I got it right, so I've been very embarrassed.
No, I'm very impressed.
If you can only eat one biscuit for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Custard cream.
High five.
Yes!
Tea, coffee or hot chocolate?
Tea all the way.
If MakeWell had one theme tune, what kind of song would it be?
It would be Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield.
Okay, I'll have to listen to that.
Yeah.
What colours best describes your personality?
yellow, because I'd like to try and bring sunshine into people's
I
lives.
like that. What is your favourite thing to do on a rainy day?
Be with the horses.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that. If you could have one superpower for a day, what would you choose?
I would like a body double. So I would like one of me to be at home, looking after the children, making their lives amazing, meeting all of their needs. And then the other one of Jane would be at work for our families, meeting all of their needs.
Oh, brilliant. What is one thing that always makes you smile? Let me guess. Horses?
Horses? Oh, we're being a bit predictable here, but it's true.
No, it's fine. Before we finish, is there one message you would like to leave with our learners, families and listeners?
I would say believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. My dad always used to say to me, think big. And so believe in yourself, you can make it happen. And a bit like we said earlier, it's how you make it happen.
Yeah.
You can make it happen if you want to. It's how you do it.
And
believe in yourself.
I would like to give a message to your daughters because they seem amazing. I feel like you probably look after them loads. It's not a disability, it's a different ability.
Absolutely.
That's another. Well, thank you for that to all the listeners, and thank you, Jane, for coming.
Oh, you're welcome. It's been amazing.
And thank you very much for all listening. Thank you.
Thank you.